He had a bad day, that skull.
We're just heading west.
Who has a 100-word summary of all the trouble you got into last week?
We murked some rocks.
We did murk them. Murking did happen, and I'm really proud about that.
Nothing else happened.
So we found one of the kings. We're just tripping over kings so much. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like I can't keep their names straight.
There have been
Small
yeah.
kings.
There have been two
That's fair.
kings.
There have been a total of 4 kings in this campaign.
But only 2 of them are the villains.
Well, at least
I
one.
mean, yeah.
There's one
We have the-
necromancer king that's out there apparently,
And that's
which
not
we may have put into power.
Iriadul. It's Iriadul and
10 sails.
10 Sails is the necromancer.
Yeah.
no. I mean, we legitimately there's a necromancer king down here too.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Dungeons
all
and
boring.
Necromancer is just not like any kind of good luck whatsoever.
So hang on. We got Catspin, we got Iriadul,
Right.
Mhm.
we got 10 Sails.
Yep.
Yep.
Who are we
Maximilian,
missing?
Maximilian.
the
Maximilian's
guy who was
dead.
in charge
He's dead.
before.
Is
He's dead
is he?
now.
Yeah,
As-
that's true.
As
We're
far as we
assuming
know,
he's dead.
We're assuming he's just gonna pop up and we're gonna have to fight zombified Maximilian.
I think of
in
all
final
the
It
battle.
was me all along.
Of all the people on the prime material plane, Connor should be the most confident that he's dead.
Yeah, Connor did get hands on the body. Yeah,
But
he did get hands and eyes
we
on the body.
spoke to
Also, I'm assuming his paranoia wouldn't allow him to be an undead and Connor not to notice.
we spoke to Catspin and we're after Iriadul, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Poor Catspin has spent the last 20 years getting bits cut off of him.
12 years, but
12, yeah,
still
12.
a pretty shitty situation all around.
He asked us to murder him, and then we played
We did.
cards for the fate of his life.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Lucius did try to cheat at. Like, that did happen.
But Alexander is a bro, and even though he wanted to kill him, he said nah, do it right, and I won, so he's still alive. Haha. then we took the Nath way out and did not negotiate with the
Mind flayers.
Mind Flayers.
I lived, bitch.
I feel like Nath, still working at the Harmonium offices, just has a magical device on his desk that just like glows for a moment every time somebody decides to not negotiate with Mind Flayers. Anywhere in the multiverse.
He just gets a smile on his face.
And the thing
A
is,
little
away from
things
the
like-
office, it works like like an answering machine. So he comes in and pushes the button, and it glows some number of times.
The little things in life.
Coming around the side of this chasm, this is where you guys came in against the rocks, and so you've got this narrow chasm going along this cliff. To your right-hand side, you've got a cliff that is between 15 and 30 feet tall. It varies somewhat. And sometimes you're having to scramble over rocks or other bits of debris that have fallen from the side. But towering above you, up on the cliff after it steadies back out, is the outer curtain wall of the temple. And the curtain wall ends as you come around the back of the cavern. And instead of seeing the wall, if you were to peek up, you see the edges of the gardens that you were told about, where they have goblin and drow slaves working the gardens.
Anybody speak Goblinoid?
As you get to this point, looking forward, you see 2 more rocks. Exactly the same configuration as before. With a little bell. Currently, they are somewhat complacent. They do not seem to be on their guard. But this is about as close as you're going to get. So you're, what, 10, 20, about 40 feet away from them with Gus in the back.
Do we try to pull that trick again?
I don't have a better idea.
We didn't do anything special, did we? We just snuck up on him and let loose, right? We didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the plan once again?
Seems like it. No dissent?
No?
Hmm?
Alright. I guess that means we take stealth checks to get in a position.
Yeah, let's get stealth checks of everybody who's going to be going forward past this point.
I don't have line of sight to them currently, right? I'd have to... Because I want to get...
No,
in a
just
position where
Alex
I have line
does.
of
Because you're coming around this little bend, and this is where Alex
Ah.
has the ability to see forward and see them out there.
Yes, I'm wanting to get further ahead. I want to get to where
Nice.
Alex is.
Spending blips this early, huh?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, and this is stony terrain, so I have advantage. Thank fucking God.
Correct.
That's
Ooh,
much
that helps.
better. That is a good use of blips, let me tell you.
So I can make that a 10.
Lucius got a 10.
All right.
It's 26
How many blips did you
What?
spend?
2. Though apparently people were getting 10s.
Yeah, sorry, McDohl.
All right. Roll initiative.
Rolling initiative.
That was a decent
Damn it.
roll, though.
Now I get behind him.
All right, Alex. You're
Mhm.
first, and as you come up, these creatures are not surprised.
Yep. Boy, should I just start shooting them at that point?
I mean, no. We can still potentially... Whatever you want.
Well, they're just... Well, if they get a turn, they screech. They've alerted everything.
What's Alex gonna do here? Yeah, Alex is gonna think, okay, we can probably still handle this. Move into here. Let's go ahead and take an attack. So we're gonna do a bonus action to put some silvery oil on my sword. The attack is a sword, so that's plus 11.
Both are
13
attacking on the
on
gun.
armor class.
13 does not hit.
Second attack. 27.
That'll hit.
Okay, and then that's got some radiant on it, so sword is 1d6, radiant is 3d6. And you don't care about radiant versus sword?
No. It's good.
So that is 27 27 damage. And then third attack hits an armor class of 22.
That'll hit.
For an additional 10 damage.
Okay. And are you moving or staying put?
I used all my movement just to get here. That's the end of Alex's turn.
That's going to bring us to Lucius.
I'm going to go over to here. Actually, if I blast him, I'm going to blast him into that thing, aren't I? How delicate does it look?
I mean, if you just try to destroy it with force, you risk it going off. Remember, Alex had to spend a minute or two disassembling it.
Okay, yeah, because my thought is, if I blast him into this bell thing, is it going to destroy the thing?
Probably
How much
not,
is
but
that?
it might go off.
Okay, then. And that one's going to get blasted.
Do you have line of sight to that one?
Oh, right, this is like a channel, that's
You're
right.
coming around the side here.
Yeah, that's better.
I wonder why there's squares on the wall part, but not the floor part of this cliff.
Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Get my D10. If the die bag would cooperate. There we go. Let's see. 13 points force damage. Push against the wall.
Against this second one there? Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to just throw all three of them at him. That's a crit.
Ooh.
12 plus 9. 21 force damage from the second shot.
Okay.
Third shot. 18 hit.
18 does hit.
Third shot goes for 12 points force damage.
Okay.
I can get back to here.
You take a step back. That's going to bring us to Gustavus.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
No more movement from Gus. Gus is going to cast.
Well, remember these are 10-foot squares, Gus.
Oh, they are. Okay, so I started here.
In fact, I need to shrink you guys down a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Squares are a little
10, 20,
fiddly here. Like
Purpley, durbly.
carpet sounds.
Yeah.
30. And I don't think I can get. Can I even see them from here?
Can you draw me a line from the corner of your little Joe? No, you've got the cliff in the way.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. And the creatures are not surprised. So Lucius came around the corner and blasted and then went back. So we'll start with this one. That's 40. And Alex, can I get a DC 14 Constitution saving throw?
You got it. Is this against magic?
No.
Oh, it doesn't actually matter for con. That's a 19.
19. As this one emits this ear-piercing shriek that anybody up in the farmland would be able to hear very easily. However, you're unaffected by it. It does not have the intended effect. This one comes around chasing Lucius, sees Gus standing there in his armor with Lucius behind him, takes up a defensive position here at the choke point. That's going to bring us to Connor.
Cute.
Hello.
Hi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
In the face. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a called shot, so it's going to be plus 10 to his AC.
Okay. And let's sharpshooter this bad boy.
Okay. I just read an
And-
RPG horror story the other day where a DM tried to twist everything into a called shot. So they've been on my mind.
Funny. That's funny.
I got a Slayer's Prey it too.
Okay.
So just for funsies.
Push all your buttons.
And I'm gonna push all my buttons. That is
Gotta get it from the
a
cooldown.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yay! That's gonna hit. 4. Get out of the bag. There we go. for 22 piercing damage.
Okay.
Got another arrow.
And he is bloodied.
That is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
17 damage.
17 damage.
Yep.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah, 1 plus 6, 7, plus 10 from sharpshooter.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I got a third arrow.
Oh, do you?
I do.
I'm gonna run you out of arrows.
Yeah, you might.
I gave him 20 more.
That is a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Hey, all right. For 23 damage.
Okay, and he is very badly bloodied as you put an arrow directly in his face, directly in his chest, and then the last one in the upper haunch of his leg. And moving or staying put?
Nope, I'm good right here. Next to my best bud. What's your name? Gustavus.
Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
All right. So the one in the air is bloodied and the one I'm next to isn't? Is that what's going on?
Well, neither are in the air. This one didn't take flight. He
okay.
marched around the corner to chase Lucius, not realizing there was other people over there.
Okay.
But the one further away from you is badly bloodied. The one in front of you looks pretty okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep sorting this guy.
That's another thing I've read on horror stories, by the way, is the DM would never tell us how many hit points the monster had left. So we never knew which one to attack.
So that'll hit an armor class of 28
That'll hit.
for 7 magical slashing.
Now he's bloodied.
Second attack will hit an armor class of 27
Also hits.
for 9 magical slashing, and third attack will hit an armor class of 23
Also hits.
for another 9 magical slashing.
Okay.
And I don't really have anywhere I want to go, so that's the end of my turn.
You're staying put there. It's going to bring us to Lucius. Lucius, what is your passive perception?
That's perception is an 18.
An 18. Up above you, you can hear footfalls on the stone on the top of the cliff, but you can't tell whether they're approaching or receding. I will let you to use your action this turn to make a perception check to determine more information about that.
No, I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy.
Very
I think
good,
that's
sir.
Probably the best prudent use of my action.
Do it.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
How about a 29?
That'll hit.
Looking at 10 points force damage.
That's enough for him. And I don't have to track experience this session. It's the last session, so no experience for that kill. Good job.
It does refresh my 10 hit points, which is good though. Third shot. I'm gonna take it that guy. 30 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 points force damage. I'm not gonna push him 10 feet. I don't know. Would you let me push him oblique to the
Yeah,
to the bell?
You can push him away without hitting the bell from there. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll end my turn.
Okay. Save Alex the trouble of having to wrench his sword out of his gut, I guess.
Yeah.
Gus, can you be the guy?
10, 20, and we'll say here's 30. Since 10-foot squares. That's too far away to do that. So Firebolt.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
It does, sir.
Okay, so that's 3d10. All ones. Come on, baby. No, that is 18 points of fire damage.
Okay. And you blast the thing with a firebolt as it's recovering from being knocked up against the wall with Eldritch Blast. And while the fire damaged it, it does seem resistant to the damage. Moving or staying put? Is that
trying
it?
to see if there's anything I can do with my bonus action. I don't currently. I could fire an arrow at it, except I don't have any arrows. I gave them all to Connor. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Connor just wasted it on drugs anyway. Waste them on drugs.
He flies up to the top of the cliff and out of sight.
Yeah.
That's going to bring us to Connor. What is your passive perception, sir?
14.
14. You may now take your turn. So the thing has flown to the top of the cliff.
Yeah.
How tall is the cliff?
Here it's about 20 feet.
All right.
And it's not completely sheer. It's not unclimbable. It's just if you climb it, you'll be in full view of anybody out in the yard.
And I can't see him.
Not from this position, no. You'd have to climb the cliff or find some way to fly.
Find some way to fly, huh?
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's not my dumb ranger.
What do?
Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, let's climb up the side of the cliff.
Okay.
See what we can do.
So the side of the cliff counts as difficult terrain.
Okay. Yeah. It's 20.
It's 20.
And 30?
And you've got dark vision or something, yes?
I do have dark vision.
So you can see a considerable distance out into the yard, and you can see the side of the guard tower as well in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So they have, it's all stone up here, but they have a plot gouged out that has soil in it, where they have their gardens. And it looks to your eyes like it's overrun with weeds and razor vine, but you also see some various types of mushrooms and other bizarre underdark plants. There's not even a fence around the plot. On the far side of the plot, you see maybe 8 or 10 goblin workers tripping over themselves, running away from the source of the screech. The Vrock has touched down just right inside the garden here.
All right, yeah. Let's shoot him.
Okay?
Slayer spray. Whole kit and caboodle. I need to kill him. Oh no. That is a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, second arrow.
Maybe you should have left the caboodle at home.
Oh dear.
Your
That
caboodle
is-
needs to cool it.
That is a 12.
12
to
does
hit.
not hit.
All right,
Hey!
that is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh baby. Oh gang.
Oh, a baby, a triple.
Oh, all right. That is yeah, 28 damage.
And the thing falls over dead in the garden and hits the ground.
Oh boy.
Falls forward directly into a tangle of razor vine.
I don't know who is responsible for bringing Razorvine to this this plane of existence, but it's probably somebody from the first Flumph campaign.
Probably. that seems
Liberation.
reasonable.
It was Liberation that did it. Just blame it on Liberation.
I have spent my movement. I have spent my action. Spent my bonus action. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Connor,
Shit.
I have a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
I have a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
We're looking at 6 points of piercing damage as an arrow loosed from the top floor of the tower, from one of the arrow loops, comes singing across the garden, catches you in the gut. And as it does, you can see just on the edge of your periphery figures moving in your direction with great haste. Next turn, they'll be here.
Next turn, they'll be here. Dang.
Bring us to Alexander.
All right. Did we kill both Ferox or just one?
Oh, they're both dead.
Okay.
But we have all of China knows we're here.
Yeah. There isn't any convenient exit in this. We're like incredibly far away from any exits.
I think
Uh,
we were told that there is another path.
yeah, that's what I'm
Over this
thinking.
way.
So Alex will fire up his boots of flying, hover about 5 feet off the ground. That's still below this ridge, right?
Yes.
And then fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and dash. 5, 10, 15, 20. What do I get when I get to here?
You come around, and you see that this pathway is covered in those same spider webs that you've been dealing with the whole dungeon.
Yep. And I was reasonably good at slipping through these because I'm small, right?
Yes, you can move through them as though they're difficult terrain. Everybody
Alright.
else has to...
That's the end of my movement. I'll come down to the ground level here. That's the end of Alex's turn.
Okay, Lucius.
Go ahead and cast fly to give myself a 60-foot speed for the duration of the spell.
Sure.
And you know what? Since Gustavus is here, I'm going to give that to him as well.
Gotcha.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60 gets me to here. And that's going to end my turn.
Okay. Gus.
30. So this is 30 feet up. Can I reach Connor?
It's about 20 feet up.
Okay.
Connor, it took Connor more movement because it's difficult terrain if you climb up.
Okay, so I can, if I'm here, so that's 20 feet up, and then, so that'd be 10, 20. So that'd be about 40 feet of movement.
Yes.
So I'm going to grab Connor, and we are going to float down 20 feet.
The float down how?
I have a fly speed.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you didn't climb
I
up.
slapped him with fly because he was right there.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I also have boots of flying, but yeah.
You didn't. Okay, that's fine. So, as long as Connor consents to being grappled.
Do I want my party to hate me? No, I'm consenting.
I
That's
think
good.
that Gus just flies up and grabs the drow arrow poking out of your belly and pulls you along with that. Just attaches a leash to it.
Like I grab him by the back of his neck like a puppy and just yank him down the cliff.
Yeah, and Gus, as you disappear down the side of the cliff, several more arrows come singing over your head, but the trajectory on them is not correct, and they just clatter against the far cave wall.
Okay. So
Just picturing Connor going limp now. Just,
That's going to bring us to Lucius.
like a kid, just limp.
I think you skipped some dudes.
I did skip some dudes.
Maybe.
I skipped Alex. It's Alex's turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's move at half speed. So that only gets me to there.
Okay.
I will dodge and pull out my gun. That's the end of Alex's turn.
Okay. And as you move back, the webs get thicker and thicker and thicker to the point where they're the thickest you've ever seen them. So you
Okay.
can see about 10 feet in front of you here. And moving beyond that, the webs are, for all intents and purposes, solid, completely opaque. So you'll have to cut or burn them away to move any further forward than that. And that's going to bring us to Lucius.
Lucius is going to... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Could I attempt to hide?
Looking around this little tunnel, you see the tunnel does continue along the cliff here, and you see a second plot of farmland poking up the top. And then in front of you is another thick bolt of web. If you moved inside of the web, even just one step, I'd allow you to make a hide check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Then.
A 10 on the hide check. Very good.
Yep.
That's going to bring us to Gus.
Beg to differ, but I thank you for your confidence.
Wait, did Connor not go? Did we skip Connor too?
I thought
Because
you...
I grabbed Connor.
Oh, I did skip
Hold him down.
Connor.
Yeah.
That's fine. He just keeps talking about bad game shows.
Connor has no idea what a game show is.
Connor, are you going to go ahead and take your turn now then, since I did skip you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
There, nice and simple.
Gus.
Few would be some fable shit. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Dash 7, 6, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100.
This guy.
5. Okay.
Okay. Connor, you can go again.
If I knew Gus was going to go that far, let him keep grappling me. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not difficult terrain like I thought it was.
No.
So, okay. I've just realized Alex and Lucius went into 2 different paths.
Mm-hmm.
Lucius is hiding, for what it's worth.
Is that it for Connor's turn?
Uh,
Connor, what's your passive
1,
perception?
2. Still 14.
Lucius is there.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Gus, what's yours?
3, 4,
13.
5,
Yeah, Lucius
6.
is there. There he is.
He thinks he's hiding.
He's like hunkered down just inside the web.
All right, it's Connor's turn.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right. Each of these guys gets 2 arrows. Neither of you are dodging. Let's do Connor first. Connor, I've got a 19.
Yep.
I'm going to make a note of how many of these actually hit.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 13.
Nope.
I have a 22.
Yep.
I have a 21.
Yep.
I have a 15.
Yep.
And I have a 14.
Nope.
Gus.
It's been fun, guys.
Gus, I have a nat 20. I have a 6.
No.
I have a 9. I have a 7. I have a 4. And I have a 13. So let's do Gus first, since I get to roll more dice. Gus, 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And Connor, 9 points of piercing damage from the first arrow.
Mm-hmm.
5 from the second.
Mm-hmm.
9 from the third.
Mm-hmm.
9 from the fourth.
Jesus.
As these drow come dashing across the field here, take a position at the top of the cliff, and they have the perfect shot. Just rain arrows down on top of you. Each one quickly knocking a second arrow and launching it down as well. That's going to bring us back to Alex. Alex, from your position, you can see up to the top of the cliff here.
Mm-hmm. Do I have cover or concealment or anything from where I am?
I thought you had sharpshooter.
I do. I'm asking for them shooting me. Like, do they have... Are the webs going to get in their way?
Well, they already didn't shoot you.
Okay.
More information than that you don't have.
Great. Let's go ahead and take a shot on this one.
Okay.
That'll hit an armor class of... 23?
That'll hit.
Please be enjoying. Damn it. That's fine. 23 magical piercing damage.
And that's enough for that one.
Next one. Hit an armor class of 24.
Also hits.
That one takes nice even 27 magical piercing.
That's enough for him.
And that one's just not going to like his day.
Can you draw me a line to the third one? Because it looks like you might have a rock in the way.
I could move to here
Okay.
if I need to. So that's 10 plus 12 plus 16. 28 magical piercing damage.
That's enough for him. As you just take your shot and you...
Oh, sorry, that was a
Him off.
10, not a 20, but I mean, it's going to kill him regardless, I think. Let me just to be honest here. So that hit a 17 for 26
Yeah,
damage.
he's still dead.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Just misread the die.
And are you staying put there?
Well, it took 10 feet of movement to get there. I'll get a little bit more cover again. That's the end of my turn.
We definitely know your position now. What's your passive perception?
14, I believe, but let me double check. Yes.
What's your passive perception if you use intelligence rather than wisdom?
I have a passive 19.
So it's even better. Okay.
Way better, yeah.
As you move back after taking those shots and hunker back down, to wait to be able to take your next volley, you become aware of a psionic resonance behind you, deeper in the web, beyond the opaque wall.
Oh, I'm suddenly reminded we were told there's a cave and behind a bunch of webs that had very bad things in it.
Lucius.
Yeah.
You're hiding.
I am hiding. I'm the best hider.
Hiding. I mean, you do think you're doing a pretty good... I mean, both of your companions like gave you the finger guns as they come running by, but none of the drow shot at you.
Well then, let's return the favor by shooting at them.
Draw me a line to which ones you want to shoot at.
Let's see. Can I actually get a beat on these guys? And get that one? Might be able to get that one.
I'm going to give this second one half cover.
I have the magic sharpshooter thing.
Oh, never mind then. You're good.
Spell sniper.
Because that line looked like it was just coming over the anti-aliasing
Yeah.
of the rock. So
I feel ya. I'm looking at 24 to hit.
that'll hit.
7 points of force damage. Push 10 feet.
Okay, you push him back into the farm.
Take that one. Take my shot on that one then. Uh, 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
9 points of force damage. Push 10 feet.
So 9 points.
Yes.
Okay. And can you draw me a line to that third one?
I would have to move, I believe.
Not if you can draw me a line to him. No, you're going through the rock.
Yeah, I'm going through the rock there.
And you can't see the
No, I
other
will-
two after pushing them back.
I've already blown my ingenious cover, so I might as well.
You come
I might
stepping
as
out of the
well.
web, and Connor and Gus are standing there, not surprised at all.
20 to hit,
That'll hit.
or 10 points force damage.
Okay, and that one is bloodied.
That's 5 feet. 10, 15, 20, 25. What's around here? Gets me there.
So the cliff continues on, and you see a couple more openings off to your left-hand side covered in webs. Like that.
35, 40, 45, 50. 55 gets me over here.
Yeah, coming around this corner, there's another entrance to the webs here, and another one in front of you. Is that it for Lucius?
Good. That's it for me, yeah.
It's going to bring us to Gus.
Gus is going to point at Alex and tell him to go down this way. Same thing with Connor, and he is going to fly up. So this would be 20 feet of movement. 30 feet of movement. I'm going to go right here to this guy.
Well, you've got what, 60 foot of dark vision?
Yes, I have 60 foot of dark vision.
So we'll say
Yes.
something like this.
Thought you were going to tell me that I didn't have enough movement for some reason. Is that the dragon?
That is the dragon. Coiled up, looking somewhat disinterested, watching the drow having kind of coiled around him and crossed this plot of farmland. But as you come up over the ridge, it comes up to its feet.
Okay.
Now let's go ahead and put him on the initiative order now.
I think this is gonna be the campaign where we have a TPK in the final combat.
And yeah, you can attack those guys if you want. They're still reeling from Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, I'm going to.
This one's also, you've entered both threat ranges here.
Right, I'm going to Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Okay. I need. He takes the first one, which is the one directly to the side of me,
Sure.
is going to take 1 plus 8 bludgeoning damage and 12 fire damage.
He's dead.
And his little buddy up to the side of him is going to take 13 fire damage.
He's also
14 fire damage.
dead either way.
Then I'm going to use 20 feet of movement to get here. Look at Connor and say, "Dragon."
Now, so you've moved 20 feet forward. So you're flying above the ground here?
So I started here, 20, 30. So
It's a 20-foot cliff.
and then 10 foot over. That's 30 feet.
Okay,
And then I have 30 feet of movement left because I have a 60-foot fly speed.
sure.
So 20 feet and then 10 foot, 20 feet down.
Okay.
10 feet over and 20 feet down.
I feel you.
Okay. So I'm in front of Connor saying, "Dragon, get out of here."
That's going to bring us to Konor.
Hello. Apparently there's a dragon.
Apparently there is.
I'm now very concerned. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squares have become hard to see. I think that's 6.
They're in the book. I don't know why they're not on the D&D Beyond version of the map.
Action to dash 4, 5, 6. And as a free action, Connor spits out blood.
Shit.
Okay.
You have like single-digit HP at the moment.
I don't. But it's close.
Gus.
Uh-huh.
I have a 10 to hit you
No,
and a 13.
no.
As the last remaining drow kind of limps back over to the cliff and fires 2 arrows downward at you.
Hmm.
And then that's going to bring us to Alex.
I need a dex save to move through here if I don't treat it as difficult terrain.
No,
that right?
If you want to move forward, you're going to have to do something about the web. It makes a solid...
No, I mean moving back outward.
Oh, moving back out. Yeah, you can just make a dex save if you want to just try to move through it quickly.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and make that dex save. It's a 10?
A 10. No, you become ensnared in the web as you try
How
to
about
move
a
too quickly.
15?
15 will do it.
Yep.
Are you spending blips?
No, I'll mark it. Flash of Genius.
Okay.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do I have line of sight on this one, or is he up on the... I can't get a shot of him, right?
No, he's leaning down over the side shooting at
Oh.
Gus. You can absolutely fire at him.
That's going to hit an armor class of 10. So let's just go ahead and try again for getting closer.
Okay.
12, 13, I'm assuming is also a miss.
13 does hit.
Oh. That'll deal 23 magical piercing damage.
That's enough for him.
And is there anything else that's a threat that I can see right now?
Gus is looking very agitated
Sure.
about something.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Actually, wait, let me
Gus-
check. Oh, I used my reaction. Let me check what action this spell is. That is a... action. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, bear with me one moment. I don't have my phone in this room. That's ridiculous. It's a loud crash as you hear the dragon perch at the edge of the farmland, sending a great deal of rocks clambering down the cliff. And it cranes its neck downward, regarding each of the pair of you in turn. And I need to go and fetch my phone. If you'll bear with me for 2 minutes, I need to run to the living room.
Things are spread apart.
All right, sorry about that. My cell phone is also my alarm clock, and I was taking a nap this morning. So now I can look up spells again.
Yay!
Is he gonna cast Cure Wounds on us?
Decidedly not.
Nice,
Stingy.
nice healing word.
Or a vitality. No? Alright.
Dragon unleashes its terrible breath weapon, but not at either of you. Instead, the breath clings to the sides of the wall on either side and makes an impassable wall of ice that reaches to the top of the cliff face and attaches to this wall here.
That's not good.
And then it kind of sits back a little bit and folds its wings on its back. And so each of you can see it from your side of the wall, but you can no longer see your companions on the other side. And it regards each of the pair of you in turn. That's going to bring us to Lucius. Lucius.
Dodges.
Dodge there.
Yeah.
It's going to bring us to Gus.
So, Gus yells up at the dragon. I take it you're not too concerned about killing us at the moment?
So you're yelling up at the dragon.
Yes.
And it looks down at you. What language did you yell in?
I mean, Gus knows like Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Right, so what language did you
So
yell in?
Common.
Common? And it responds in Common. Somewhat quizzically. And it says, "Would that be your preference?" And it bares its mouth full of sharp teeth. Moving or staying put?
Uh, just gonna move here, and kind of kneel down
Okay. So
to
just
Alex.
move around the corner.
Yeah, just move around the corner.
It's going to bring us to Connor.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Well, as a breath weapon, we've seen it use that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's dodge. Dodge sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Get this is the fraidy cat's side of the ice wall. Oh dear.
Oh dear, what? What's happening? What's wrong?
I'm hearing dice roll. I'm sure it's fine.
Alex, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. And this goes all the way up to the ceiling, you said?
No, it goes up to the top of the cliff. So you
Oh.
could climb to the top of the cliff and
How high? So how high is it?
between 20 and 30 feet.
So if I double move to fly 50 feet, I can fly over it?
You could perch on, get up and over it if you so
Right.
inclined.
So yeah, Alex will fly up over it, and then I think I got about 20 feet to get behind it, so I'll be about 10 feet off the ground at that point.
Okay.
That's the end of Alex's turn.
Oh, I thought it went all the way to the ceiling.
No, that's the ceiling's hundreds of feet high. That'd be a hell of an ice wall.
Dragon.
Dragon perches over here above Lucius and the other guy.
He poofed into the fog of war.
Well, then you can't see him. And discharges his breath weapon again.
Aye.
This wall is not quite as tall, but it's a little bit longer. Reaching to this far wall over here. And going about 3/4 of the way up the cliff face.
Okay.
That's going to bring us to Lucius.
Lucius steps forward,
Mm-hmm.
bows, and says, "Very well played. Seems we're outmatched."
What's the goal of saying this? What are you trying to accomplish?
Buy time to where he would explode us instantly.
Okay. The dragon sneers as it once again kind of sits back on its haunches and folds its wings behind its back, appreciating the compliment. Are you taking any action, or is that it?
No action.
It's going to bring us to Gus.
All right. So 10. And then fly up to the top of the wall. So that's 25, you said, right?
Yeah, the wall's about 20 foot high.
Okay, so it's 20. So that's 30 feet of movement.
And you can land on the wall if you so choose.
Right. 30 feet of movement. I got 60 feet of dark vision. Do I see any extra stuff there?
No, it looks about like 60 feet, more or less. Maybe not
Okay.
quite. I mean, you see more of the farmland over here.
Right, yeah, that's fine.
And off in the distance, I mean, you see another line of drow archers coming in to replace the ones you've killed. But they've stopped at the edge of the farmland here.
Uh-huh. So that's 30 feet. 35. Go down to the bottom of the wall here.
Okay?
And then, so that's 20, 40, 50, 10, 20. And then 10. So I'm dashing. If I dash the top of this wall and I hold my hand down, is there any way they can use my arm to climb up the wall? I don't know how tall it is.
It's about 15 feet tall.
So is there any way I could help maybe Connor get up the wall?
If he has somebody to climb on top of down on the ground, yeah.
Okay. So he would need both me up there and somebody down there. Gotcha.
Yes. The wall
So I'm just
itself
gonna-
is not climbable because it's made of slick ice.
Okay. So I'm gonna just land here at the base of the yeah, I'm gonna land here at the base of the wall.
Okay. It's going to bring us back to Connor.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, let's keep dodging.
Dodging there.
Yeah. I'm assuming I can't see through the wall of ice, right?
Walls of ice are opaque. You can't see on the other side
Okay.
of them. You can see up
Okay.
over them. They don't reach, like I said, hundreds and hundreds of feet up.
Sure. But let's see where this train takes us.
Feel like it's careening to its doom.
You start hearing shouting in the drow tongue up above the cliff, but the voices are not coming closer to you. And for a moment, the dragon turns its head around and then back to you guys, looking down where you're all trapped in its little pit. I need to put my next initiative guy on here. Alex, you're on 20, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've actually got him beat. Your turn.
Let's see here. And this wall is lower.
It's a little bit lower because it has to reach further across, so it's about 15 feet high. It only reaches part of the way up the cliff.
I'm currently flying 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do I see anything else right above the wall here?
You can see on the other side of it is another cavern blocked off by webs, and then it also continues around the side of the chasm that you've been following.
Let's go ahead, and the webs go all the way to the ceiling of those caverns, right?
Yes, if you enter the webs here, it's going into a cave, kind of an offshoot of the main cavern. So they do go to the ceiling. Maybe 10 or 12 feet up.
Let's fly down to the floor here to break line of sight for any archers that come up on that farm.
Okay. This time you see the dragon's neck turn, but in the other direction, back off towards where you know the tower is. And then looks down at Lucius. Says, I'm afraid I've been ordered to kill you. Lucius, you can have one line of response.
What stays your claw now?
And he cranes his neck down deep into the cave and replies, absolutely nothing. I'm going to need Gus and Connor and Lucius to make a DC 22 Constitution saving throw.
I can't make that.
I didn't make that.
I made it.
Did any of you guys get within 5?
No.
I mean, if I roll a 20, I might be able to. No.
I've got some temporary hit points, so maybe.
So, Gus, you made it?
Yes.
Okay. 79 points of cold damage, which Gus, you can cut in half.
Connor's down.
As the thing looks down and tells Lucius that he's been ordered to kill you. Lucius asks what stays his claw. He says absolutely nothing. Lets loose with his breath weapon once again.
The good news is, for Lucius anyway, I do have a daily damage type resistance that I did just pick cold out of the air, so I only take half of that 79.
All right.
All right. 32. Okay. I'm going to use a first level spell shot for absorb elements, and I take 19 points of damage.
Fair enough. And as it comes back from unleashing its breath weapon, and it sees Connor collapse to the ground, covered in a layer of frost, the thing tells you to abandon your friend's corpse, and he'll let the two of you live. And Lucius, it's now your turn.
Absolutely no chance of that. And yeah, so here's where the big guns are gonna come out now.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop fly and cast a conjure elemental.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a fire elemental right next to that dragon up there.
Okay.
Oh, it's Hot Boy.
No, it's not Hot Boy. This is someone else.
There he is.
He's large, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I have to
there
roll
he is.
initiative for Mr. Elemental. Please give me a moment while I find that stuff lock.
I mean, the first person that gets to the rename function gets to decide whether it's Hot Boy or not.
Well, see, I have other work to do beyond that, so it's not fair for me.
No, it's not. Life's not fair. So what's next?
Okay. I'm going to roll initiative for Mr. Fire Elemental, who is Lord.
Let's streamline that and just say he acts right after you do.
Okay then.
Make things easier. Because sometimes they ask you to roll and sometimes they say they just act after you. It's
So it's gonna punch the dragon twice.
So your turn's over and we're moving to the elemental now?
You're not gonna move?
Where do I move? I use that spell to I casting that spell. Drop my concentration on fly. By the way, Gustavus, you're no longer flying under my power.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15 gets me over there.
Back towards the webs?
Spread out. That's
Okay.
the best that I can figure.
And it's Hot Boy's turn.
Incorrect. It is anything but Scorch and Joe's turn.
Hot Boy is not Scorch and Joe, so it's Hot Boy.
Does an 18 hit this dragon?
18 does not hit.
And how about a 9?
9 does not hit.
Do we get underflow? We underflow is AC.
Yeah.
Do 10,000 points of damage with cure.
Is that it for Hot Boy?
Yep. That's it for the elemental, yes.
All right, it's going to be Gus's turn.
Gus,
So Gus, before you act, the deal is if you surrender your friend's corpse to him, he'll let the other two of you go.
Gus says no.
Okay.
And he picks it up. And he flies.
You're not flying anymore.
I have boots of flying.
Oh, okay.
to the top of the thing here, and I jump down.
You jump down?
Yes.
Have you taken an action yet this turn?
Not unless picking up Connor counts.
Okay, you can use your action to jump down safely, or you can just take the falling damage.
I'll just
Taking the falling damage will also apply to Connor, though.
Okay, well in that case, I will just dash and then fly down.
Okay.
And so that's 15 feet down. 5, 10. This is what we're gonna do. Fix him.
Is that it?
That's it.
It's going to bring us to Connor. Let's get a dead man save.
Yep, one save.
All right. You hear more drow shouting from behind the dragon. And yeah, Lucius, you see the dragon turn its head in that direction for a moment. That's going to bring us to Alex.
So as an action, Alex will pull out his gun, screw a healing salve into it, pull the trigger, so Aura of Vitality. Bonus action, Connor, go ahead and get back 9 hit points. Do I have spell slot down? Wait, do I have third level spell slot? Yes, that was my last one.
You are conscious, but very, very cold.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex.
I got 9 rounds left on that. Give me a second. And then I've got 25 feet of flight. I'm gonna carefully move through the difficult terrain to get a little bit of spread out a little bit.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
You can't go far because the back of the cave is right there.
Okay. Yeah, because I have 20. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Lucius, for a moment, you see the dragon look off to its left. Whenever you hear the drow calling to it, it turns off to its right, looking behind it. But now it looks out off to its left, where you know the tower is. And it looks back down at you, and in common, it says, "I've been asked to bring one of you alive. Do you volunteer?"
Yes.
It instructs you to dismiss this ridiculous plaything.
I do so.
And Hot Boy is gone.
Yep.
And it spreads out its wings and looms so far above you, it looks as though it fills the entire cavern. And it lifts one of its great claws off the ground and reaches forward so far that its stomach comes down along the top of the cliff face. And it reaches to grab you. Do you resist the grapple? So it's kind of moved to this position.
Okay. No, I do not.
Okay. Then you all watch as the dragon grabs hold of Lucius and disappears back up to the top of the cliff.
You hear Gus yell, "Lucius!"
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the action directly after the dragon.
Once he's done moving, yeah.
Okay, then. This only takes verbal components.
Sure.
I'm going to cast.
Okay, let me find his actual position then.
Because my intention is so once I can get line of sight over the edge here,
Mm-hmm.
near my companions, I'm going to thunder step to get the hell away from this dragon and back down onto the ground near them.
Can you cast that as a reaction?
I can cast that as an action.
Okay, because you're not going to have a turn until the dragon has moved to this position.
Okay.
That's where his movement gets him.
And
looking down, as he kind of flaps up above, exiting the tower here, you see another pair of mind flayers have exited the tower. And then some number of drow up behind the farmland.
I want absolutely none of that. Because if that's the case, then I don't mind thunderstepping to a point where I can see and then Wile E. Coyoteing my way back to the ground.
All right, that's what's about to happen then. Because he gets to that position but has not landed yet. He's still in the air. He's going to land right in between them and deliver you to these two mind flayers.
Yeah, no. Then that thing needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
Okay. No problem.
So going to take half of this thunder damage. Goodbye, die. 4 points thunder damage in total, and Lucius Wile E. Coyotes to this spot.
A whopping 4 points? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's after you cut. He rolled.
I rolled really badly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you look down and zap yourself with thunder step. And for a moment, the dragon roars out, but in alarm, not pain. And how much damage do you do to these nerds?
Just to the creatures I teleport away from.
Okay. See, you're
It's
thunder
just-
step down here.
Lands down on the ground. I saw where that the dragon was carrying me. No, thank you.
That's gonna bring us to Gus.
Gus. Is going to I really don't have any. This is terrible. I'm like basically completely out of everything. And Gus is gonna say he's gonna point at the webs and say that way. And he's going to try to go through the webs.
All right, let's get a dexterity saving throw or become restrained.
Does a 14 do it?
It does. You're fine. It just kind of is difficult terrain for you.
Okay, so that's... All right.
Getting to the other side, you see this cavern, which is pretty cramped as you move through it, but it opens up slightly. And you see overhead, in the ceiling above you, is a large overhang with a circular hole in the center of it.
Well, seems like a good place as any to hide.
The good news is you're fairly certain the dragon can't follow you through the narrow tunnel back here.
Right.
Maybe if it was a red dragon, it could burn all the web away. It could squeeze through. Is that the end of your movement?
Yes. Actually, I guess I'll just...
So the cave you're entering widens vertically as well as horizontally. So this hole in the ground, I think you can see the overhang here.
Yeah.
The circular hole is a good 25 feet off the ground. And it just goes vertically up into the rock.
I'm going to... and they can't see me through the... Can I use my action to pass along that... No, never mind. I'm just going to...
Well, they can see through these webs. These ones aren't super thick like the ones Alex had found before.
Okay. I'm going... I don't have an action... I mean, I don't have anything that I really want to do at the moment, so I'm just going to dodge and then just kind of point at the ceiling.
Okay. Connor, you are laying prone and very, very cold.
Right. All right. Well, let's not be prone anymore.
Mhm.
And let's start to make our way through the web then.
Let's get a dexterity saving throw, please.
You got it. Dexterity saving throw. That is a 22.
Okay. So yeah, you can squeeze through. It just counts as difficult terrain for you.
Yeah. And we're going to dash through. So I have enough movement to get all the way through. All right. That be Connor turn.
That's
I'm-
going to bring us to Alex.
And I'm sorry, Lucius. I tried to think of a way to bring you with me. I really did, because the dragon's gonna get a turn.
So that's normal movement. Then 10, and then 20, dash, 30, 40, 50.
Okay, so you go through.
Yeah. I'm only banking on resistance to cold right now.
Oh, when I have a bonus action, I can give Connor another 2d6 hit points. Connor, go ahead and get back 7.
Woo!
2 rounds.
I'm back where I was before the dragon hit me with his breath weapon.
I really hope you did roll a 5 or 6.
Lucius.
Yes, sir.
The dragon perches on top of its own ice wall, and it looks very, very angry at you.
I bet he does.
Really upset.
I bet.
I need a wisdom saving throw, please. DC 16.
Oh, do I still have Mephistopheles in my pocket? Might have blip. I know I have
Actually,
blip.
I need Alex, Lucius, and Connor to roll this as well.
Sorry, what was
Wait.
I rolling?
What do I- what am I-
Wisdom saving throw, DC is 16.
It's against
Oh, dear.
magic.
No,
Is it against plants that are magically created?
decidedly not.
Alex passes.
Okay,
Nope, not
Is
even
it-
close.
Is it a charm effect?
no.
Okay. Gus gets a 13.
13.
2 blips.
Lucius spending the blips.
Nope. I can't. No. And I need to save blips for
So,
It's 4 for an auto success, right?
yeah.
so wait, Lucius, you spent blips and then still failed?
Yep.
Okay.
That is an auto success from Gus. For Lucius.
Gus cashing in all his blips. So the only failure I have then is Connor. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Connor.
I rolled a 13 unless
and Gus.
Alex has got
Oh,
a
yeah, I can push your 13 to a
Alright.
success then, yeah.
So it's just Connor. Connor,
Yeah.
this thing cranes its neck down, and you guys have a view of it through the web, and it lets out this horrific roar, this just angry sound, and it looks as though the cave around it will shake itself apart. Connor, you've never been more afraid of anything in your life.
Bogus.
I mean, your bowels release, and you start sweating profusely. And you can repeat this save at the end of every turn. You've got disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and you cannot willingly move closer to this dragon.
Oh no,
That was-
not that.
That was not the plan anyway.
And then Lucius,
Sure.
I have a 22 to hit,
Yeah.
and then a 20 to hit,
Yep.
and then a 27 to hit.
Yep.
First claw, 14 points of slashing damage.
Sure.
Second claw, 13 points of slashing damage.
Sure.
And the bite. I need different dice for this.
Trying to find my blips so I can just delete them.
It's kind of low damage.
I like that.
14 points of piercing damage,
Sure.
plus 6 points of cold damage from the bite.
Sure. I take 3.
Okay, so it flies up to the top of the wall, unleashes its frightful presence. You hear Connor poop himself. Then it lands directly in front of you, lashes out with its claws, and then comes down with its teeth. You don't have a way to move through its space to get to the web from this point. You would need some way to, I don't know, teleport instantly or something, which I don't think is possible. But it's your turn.
Yeah, I do have that. It would involve me teleporting into the web. I can
You teleport directly into the web. I'm going to make you roll that saving throw at disadvantage because you're.
I can line of sight that way.
Yeah. And then we'll see if you're restrained by the web.
So yeah, I need this dragon to make another Constitution saving throw. DC 17.
Don't worry, he's good at these. Yeah, no problem.
Hopefully, I'm burning through those legendary resistances. You're looking at 6 points thunder damage, and Lucius is over here now.
No, he's still got all his legendary resistance. Don't worry.
And let me make that
Yeah,
saving
dex
throw.
saving throw at disadvantage because you're not moving carefully.
That's a 15, so I already failed.
So yeah, you find yourself restrained right at the edge of the web, just tugging yourself. Can't quite tug yourself free. You need an action, or somebody else can use an action to free you on their turn. Does Lucius have any more tricks up his sleeve, or was that it?
That's it.
That's going to bring us to Gus.
Well, I
Gus-
have movement now.
Gus reaches into the web, grabs Lucius by his stupid frilly coat, and yanks.
Give us a strength save. Strength saving throw.
Oh, just a.
Oh, I'm sorry, a
saving
strength, not a saving throw, a check.
throw? So not athletics. Okay, that's a 16.
Yeah, you can pull him loose of the web.
Lucius consents. Lucius consents.
Consent is important, and you're there now, Lucius. And let's see.
Dragon's gonna get another action before I can move again.
Actually, I'm not gonna let Lucius go. We're going to move him further into the cave. So 10, 15.
Well, you don't have another action to grapple him. You used your action to free him from the web, so you can't move with him. You can't
Okay.
drag him along.
All right.
Unless you action surge.
I don't have. So this is how I was before I said I was going to grapple
Yeah.
him. Is this fine?
Well, he'd still be in the same square, just not restrained anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay, he's not restrained. Then I'm just going to move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
What's your passive
this-
perception if you use intelligence instead of wisdom?
My passive perception is a 14 if I use intelligence.
As you move under the overhang, 20 feet above you, you've got this hole, vertical hole going up into the rock. And as you move underneath it, you can feel a psionic resonance coming from above. It's just kind
Well-
of flooding over your brain.
Does it feel evil?
You're not making a saving throw.
Okay. Gus is going to yell back, "Get him out of that web!" And then, come on, I guess we're going in.
You've already
hole.
got him out of the web. He can move freely on his next
I
turn.
know, but I'm like he's going to get pooped on by the dragon before he gets his next turn.
Okay. And that's going to bring us to Connor.
And I can't move towards the dragon, so I'm not going to help Lucius. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I would. I
Dude, that's
very
valid.
much, I very much
appreciate
want
it.
to. I want
I
to,
appreciate it.
but apparently this dragon's really scary, and I want no part
He's
of it.
super
so.
scary. You know.
3, 4, 5, 6, and I get to repeat that saving throw, which was wisdom, I believe.
Yes. DC is 16.
On the money, I was like 20.
And I mean, you shake it off, but I mean, literally shaking as you, trembling, move back further into the cave. And what is your passive perception using intelligence rather than wisdom?
Be the same number, 14.
Then yeah, as you move underneath this overhang where this vertical hole is. You got dark vision, right? You can see up in the dark right now?
That is correct.
Okay. Then yeah, you feel the same psychic resonance. That's going to bring us to Alex.
Okay. Let's see here. So I can fly as a bonus action before. Where are we? Connor, yeah, you're. Where's Connor? Okay.
We need
5,
to
10,
get Lucius out of the web.
15.
I'm not going to get an action.
I thought he was out of the web.
Alexander.
I
No,
thought he was out of the web.
He's
I
no
thought
longer.
I can't-
He's not
I'm not getting
restrained
any
anymore.
movement.
But he has
Do I have to make an athletics check to do that? How do I get him out of the web?
You just have to
He's
grapple
out
him.
of the.
So just grapple him.
Oh,
You just have to pull him out of the web.
Yes.
So for my action, I grab him.
Yep. As long as he consents.
I consent.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to get him out of the range of the dragon. So
Mechanically,
dragon that
it's one action
foiled.
to end the restrained condition, and then a separate action to grapple him and move him out.
Okay.
The dragon that he royally pissed off and.
And we took the action to end the restraint or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Gus already
Yeah.
did that.
Okay, so I will spend my action to pull him out of the web,
Yep.
and then can I use my movement to move him 25 feet?
Yeah, absolutely.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And both of you feel that same psionic resonance coming
Yep.
from the hole in the ceiling above you.
Connor, go ahead and get back another 8 temporary hit points. Or 8 hit points.
yeah, buddy. Thank you.
That's the end of my turn.
The dragon unleashes its breath weapon once again, and this time completely freezes off the wall behind you. As the web crackles and freezes, and this does reach all the way to the ceiling. The entire tunnel becomes encased. And then you guys hear the strength of its wings as it lifts off from that position and flies off somewhere.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to
Okay.
be... Does anybody have any violence in store for the next couple rounds here, or can we come off initiative now?
Against who?
Maybe there's dissension in the party ranks. I don't know.
No, I'm good.
Okay, then after a few more seconds, as you guys are regrouping in the cave, maybe a minute or so later.
I got... Oh, okay, I'll go ahead and do the healing from Yora.
Yeah, go ahead and do a minute of whatever, as long as you're in this cave.
7 days left.
And that's how long it takes for the dragon to close off the other exit, using its breath weapon once again.
How long do you think that's gonna last? That ice is gonna last?
Long enough.
So let's go ahead and take a break here for 15 minutes. Go ahead and resolve all that healing you're going to do with Aura of Vitality.
There's the Yora.
And get your coffee, get your bagel. If we do go late tonight, we might end up taking another break a little bit later. So let's take 15 minutes now. We'll see you guys all at about 4:18.
I'm at 56 out of 124 hit points.
I'm at 65 out of 75.
I'm taking 20 hit points, and I'll take whatever's left over. I'm at 8. I'm at 8 currently.
Go ahead, take all of it.
Yeah,
There.
take the rest
all
of
of
it.
it.
Take all of it
I've-
that he doesn't take.
Yeah, I'm at 36 out of 93, so I'm good.
I mean, it's not good.
16 on top of that.
It's
Yeah,
survival.
that was a lot.
Oh, we're in trouble.
We're
We don't-
very in trouble.